Here's your wrestling news for March 9th, 2026. Your headlines for today include Cody Rhodes reveals emotional off-air footage after winning WWE Championship, WWE reportedly second-guessing WrestleMania plans despite strong business, Kevin Owens' future hinges on upcoming medical exam, AJ Styles reveals new WWE duties after in-ring retirement, Alexa Bliss husband Ryan Cabrera speaks out about controversial allegation, Mercedes Moné loses another championship amid losing streak, Lex Luger calls out false hospitalization rumor, WWE 2K26 DLC brings back Hardy Boyz, and more. Cody Rhodes shared an emotional moment with fans after the camera stopped rolling on WWE SmackDown. Following his victory to regain the undisputed WWE Championship, Rhodes addressed the live crowd in Portland once the broadcast had ended. The champion later uploaded footage of the off-air moment to Instagram, showing him thanking the audience for the support. Portland, I'll make this short and sweet. I grew up, and all I knew about Portland and its wrestling scene was Don Owens and Roddy Piper. And I thought all day, do I have any memories here? Tonight, you've given me one of the greatest memories of my career. Thank you, he said. Rhodes then became visibly emotional while speaking about his family and what the moment meant to him personally. I have two daughters, one's 4, one's 6 months, Liberty and Leilani. People always talk about Dusty, and they don't realize, not to sound morbid, I'm not doing this for the dead, I'm doing this for the living. And Liberty she's gotten 4 WrestleMania main events, and now Leilani gets one herself. I will never forget the night I won the WWE Championship in Portland, Oregon. The heartfelt speech quickly circulated online after Rhodes posted the clip, with many fans praising the champion for showing genuine emotion and sharing the moment with the crowd. Even as the debate continues around the title change itself, Rhodes' post-show message became a reminder of how meaningful the night was for him personally. Discussion surrounding WWE's WrestleMania 42 planning continues to grow, and Bryan Alvarez believes the company's creative decisions may be influenced by more than just storyline considerations. While speaking about the ongoing WrestleMania build, Alvarez suggested that concerns about ticket momentum and overall perception could be shaping WWE's approach. In his view, the company may be leaning towards safer, established matchups rather than taking risks on newer combinations. And I think that the feel is that that's been done too many times. They could have done Cody and Jacob, it's 2 baby faces. They could have done Cody and Randy Orton, and this is what I think happened when it comes to this decision making. One of the things that happens when you're feeling the heat, this is what it reminds me of. Alvarez then drew a comparison to a situation from the late 1990s when WWE altered WrestleMania plans during a difficult period in the company's business performance. They were getting beat in the ratings and they were not doing well. Vince second-guessing Brett and business isn't so good. And because business isn't so good, Vince does what he does when business isn't good. He blames that the guys are too small on top, so we need big guys, so he switched to Undertaker and Sid. Despite WWE currently being in a strong financial position, Alvarez believes the conversation surrounding WrestleMania ticket sales could still be creating pressure behind the scenes. In this situation, business is great, as we all know, but they're booking and reacting like business is struggling, I would say. He added that when creative teams begin second-guessing themselves, they often default to the safest possible option. When you're second-guessing yourself and your choice is Randy Orton and Jacob Fatu, you're not going to go with the risk, you're going to go with the one that's stable, and that's Randy Orton, the established guy. Do you agree with Alvarez's assessment that WWE may be playing it safe with its WrestleMania plans? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Kevin Owens has been out of action since early 2025 after a serious neck injury forced him to miss a scheduled high-profile match at WrestleMania 41. The injury eventually led to Owens undergoing neck fusion surgery in July 2025, a major step in what has become a lengthy recovery process. Since then, the former champion has remained away from in-ring competition while focusing on rehabilitation. According to a report from Bodyslam.net, Owens is expected to undergo another medical evaluation this summer. Doctors will reportedly examine how well the fusion is healed and determine whether he can safely return to in-ring activity. There is cautious optimism within WWE that Owens could potentially make a comeback in 2026 if his recovery continues to progress in the right direction. Owens himself previously addressed the uncertainty surrounding the situation during an interview in August, explaining that the success of the surgery ultimately depends on how his body heals. The thing is, now we have to see how the bones fuse, and there's no guarantee that it's going to work. It's all my body heals and we'll see. Some guys had success, some guys didn't. Fingers crossed I get to come back to wrestling in the next year. For now, Owens remains focused on recovery, while both WWE and fans continue to hope the former champion will eventually be able to step back inside the squared circle. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. AJ Styles may no longer be competing regularly inside the ring, but the former WWE Championship holder has already stepped into a new role behind the scenes with the company. Styles recently spoke about his responsibilities during the March 8th episode of his Phenomenally Retro podcast, revealing that part of his job now involves scouting talent and helping wrestlers develop their skills. I'm on the internet checking out talent because that's part of my job with WWE now. I'm looking at different wrestlers and seeing what I can do to help them, maybe help them improve with little things. If there's a possibility of them getting something like a WWE ID or moving closer to WWE, then hopefully I can help make that happen. While Styles explained that the role is still evolving, he noted that his responsibilities will likely expand over time as he becomes more involved with different levels of the roster. The position will also require him to travel to WWE events to work directly with talent who may need guidance or mentorship. Right now things are a little slow, but there will be phone calls that need to be made to make sure I'm doing my job. And it's not just about independent talent, it also includes NXT talent and sometimes even main roster talent. For example, I'm going to Seattle for the next Monday Night Raw to talk with some talent. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to about how they're feeling or what they want to work on. Maybe they want to go down to the Performance Center and improve certain things. I'm there to help with that. According to Styles, one of the main goals of the role is to make sure talent feels supported as they continue developing their careers. If I can help keep morale high and support the talent in a positive way, that's what I want to do. There are a lot of different things involved in this role, and as time goes on, the job will probably change and grow. But right now, that's mainly what I'm focused on. For now, the Phenomenal One appears focused on shaping the next generation of WWE stars, this time from behind the curtain rather than in the ring. Do you think AJ Styles will make a strong impact mentoring WWE talent in this new role? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Confusion spread amongst wrestling fans this week after a misleading thumbnail led many to believe that Lex Luger had been hospitalized. The misunderstanding began when an article circulated online featuring Luger's photo next to a headline that read, "Breaking, WWE legend hospitalized." Because Luger's image was prominently displayed in the thumbnail, many fans assumed the story was referring to him and quickly began sharing messages of concern across social media. However, the report was actually about Conan, who was recently hospitalized and is reportedly in fragile condition following a leg amputation related to ongoing medical complications. As the confusion spread, some fans criticized the outlet responsible for the thumbnail, accusing the site of using Luger's image simply to attract clicks. Luger later addressed the situation himself to reassure fans that he was not the one referenced in the report. Posting on X, the WWE Hall of Famer made it clear that he is doing just fine. "Hey everybody, I was just made aware of this. False news. I'm doing great. Weekend off, relaxing at home, enjoying some hoops and my Buffalo Sabres hockey." His message quickly calmed fans who had been worried about his health, while the situation also sparked renewed discussion about misleading thumbnails and headlines in wrestling media. Alexa Bliss may be one of WWE's most recognizable performers, but her job can sometimes lead to unexpected misunderstandings in everyday life. Her husband, Ryan Cabrera, recently shared a surprising story about those situations while appearing on the Artist Friendly with Joel Madden podcast. According to Cabrera, the physical toll of wrestling can sometimes raise concern from people who aren't aware of Bliss's profession, including medical staff when the couple visits their child's pediatrician. "If we go to the pediatrician and I step out to the bathroom, they'll ask her, 'Are you okay? Is everything okay at home?' And she has to explain, 'No, everything's fine. I'm a wrestler. This is what happens.'" Cabrera explained that the situation can quickly become awkward because the bruises and marks left from matches often look serious to anyone unfamiliar with professional wrestling. What's tough is that she'll come home with bruises everywhere, all over her arms, their elbows get all beat up, and sometimes the bruises look really bad. Right now, it almost looks like there's a fingerprint on her arm. I always tell her she's got to remind people she's a wrestler. Situations like this aren't uncommon for wrestlers, particularly women in the industry whose injuries may raise questions outside the wrestling world. Former WWE star Eva Marie previously spoke about a similar experience during an episode of Total Divas, explaining that people had also questioned bruises she received from wrestling. Stories like these highlight the physical reality of the profession, even when the action inside the ring sometimes leads to unexpected questions of it. Mercedes Moné has experienced another tough weekend in the ring after dropping a second championship just days after losing the CMLL Women's World Championship. Her latest setback came on March 8, 2026 during the Moné Mayhem event in Bagnolo Cremasco. In that match, Moné was defeated by Swan, who captured the Bestia Wrestling Women's Championship with the victory. The loss marked Moné's second championship defeat within the same weekend. Just 2 days earlier, Moné had already dropped the CMLL Women's World Championship to Persephone in the main event of Night of the Amazonas show at Arena Mexico. Those back-to-back defeats add to what has become a difficult stretch for the former champion. With these results, Moné has now come up short in 5 consecutive championship matches across multiple promotions. The recent string of losses marks a rare slump for one of wrestling's most recognizable stars, raising questions about what direction may come next in her ongoing run on the international wrestling scene. Good news for gaming fans, as the legendary Hardy Boyz are set to make their return to WWE 2K26. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy have been confirmed as downloadable characters for the upcoming game. The announcement was made through the official WWE Games account on X, which revealed that the duo will be part of the Ringside Pass Season 4 DLC pack. The DLC pack is currently expected to arrive sometime between July and September 2026. Alongside the Hardy Boyz, the pack will also include musician Jelly Roll and Lady Shani from Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide. The news follows weeks of speculation among fans after the Hardy Boyz were noticeably absent when the base roster of WWE 2K26 was first revealed. Their omission raised questions about whether the iconic tag team would appear in the game at all. Both brothers have been missing from the franchise for several years. Jeff Hardy last appeared in WWE 2K22, while Matt Hardy's most recent appearance in the series came in WWE 2K20. The return through downloadable content now ensures one of wrestling's most recognizable tag teams will once again be playable in the game. Penelope Ford could be facing a longer absence from the ring than initially expected following a recent injury in All Elite Wrestling. Tony Khan provided an update in a video posted to X ahead of AEW Collision, explaining that the recovery timeline remains uncertain. It looks like, unfortunately, we'll be out with an injury maybe for weeks, but possibly even up to months. Reports indicate that Ford suffered an ankle sprain during the February 25th episode of AEW Dynamite. The injury occurred during a tag team championship match where Ford teamed with Megan Bayne against Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron for the AEW Women's Tag Team titles. The situation unfolded when Ford attempted a moonsault and landed awkwardly on her feet, which forced AEW officials to quickly adjust the planned finish of the match. The bout ultimately ended in disqualification after Lena Cross interfered. With Ford now expected to miss at least several weeks and potentially months, her return timeline will likely depend on how well the ankle injury heals in the coming weeks. Do you want to know the extreme lengths some WWE fans went to just to make the video of Cody Rhodes' SmackDown title win rack up massive dislikes? Check the link in the description below. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.